Good afternoon, Bobcats. Tonight's homework help is with Daily Common Core Review Sheet 11-4, and let's get started. Question number 1, find the product of two-thirds of 12. So remember that of means to multiply, and anytime you try to multiply a whole number by a fraction, you want to put a 1 as the denominator. Now, when you come here, all you have to do is multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators. Then, once you get your improper fraction, you're going to divide, and that will help you to get your answer to number 1. Question number 2. Jenny spent 24 days at Granny's house last summer. Her sister spent 3/8 of that time at Granny's. How many days did Jenny's sister spend at Granny's house last summer? So this means you're going to be doing 24, and it says 3/8 of. So 3/8 of 24. So 3/8 times 24 over 1. Again, you're going to multiply your numerators, then multiply your denominator, then divide your numerator by your denominator, and that will give you your answer. Question number 3, which decimal is equal to 34 over 100? So the way you read this fraction is you say 34 hundredths. So that means you need to remember your place value. If this is your decimal, here's your tenths place, your hundredths, and your thousandths. So if it's 34 hundredths, your 4 needs to end in the hundredths place. Okay, question number 4. Edgar went to physical education class 72 times this year. He spent 3/4 of those classes outside. How many of Edgar's physical education classes this year were held outside? So that means you're going to want to do 3/4 times 72. Remember, you want to put a 1 underneath it. Again, multiply your numerator, multiply your denominator, then divide your numerator by your denominator, and that will give you your answer. Please do not forget to label your answer. How many of Edgar's physical education classes? So it will be so many classes. Number 5, during 5/8 of those physical education classes, so how many classes were there? There were 72. Edgar played games involving running. During how many of this year's physical education classes did Edgar have to run? So you're going to find 5/8 of 72. Of means to multiply. You put a 1 under the 72, multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators, then divide your numerator by your denominator. For question number 6, you're just going to get a whole lot of practice with multiplying fractions. So just remember, of means to multiply. Put a 1 under your whole numbers, and I'll do this one with you. 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 1 is 6. 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5. So there's your answer for that. I hope all of this information helped you with your homework. Boys and girls, please have someone check it. You can go to homework help tomorrow morning and have someone check it there. And I hope that you have a great afternoon. And I would like to say at the end, I give a shout out to my sweet daughter Hayden. She just passed me a note. So shout out to my sweet daughter Hayden. Thank you. And you guys have a great afternoon.